Always cooking. Welcome back. We're live again, episode 31, Kangz Council. Getting ready for the Game Awards coming later this week. By the time you listen to this, it'll already be over, but check out the stream that'll be coming up and the VODs posted. So we're going to get started really quickly. Before I introduce this guy right here, I just wanted to set a reminder for his Christmas gift, which was pre-ordering tickets to Mufasa.
All right,
Despair?
so we just started. All right, well, stream's over. It was fun. See ya. I'm out of here. Go back to Marvel Rivals. I'm out.
If he had the sound on deck, the doo-doo. Yeah.
I thought I was joking. I'm about to dead ass leave.
So, all right, and this guy right here. So we're getting a sequel to that god awful King Kong game, but this time they listened to you guys and they put this man in a mocap suit for realistic ape animations. FallaYoDreams.
Wow.
Damn.
Excellent.
Damn. The first member of the FallaYo crew. Unbelievable.
And
that must
this
have been great.
Yes, I imagine. This man right here is waiting for his chance to shine in an Austin St. John's lookalike contest. Cosmic Kaiser.
Damn.
Well, you fucked up anyway, so let's move it on. You almost had it.
Almost had it.
Two for three.
I just picture Follow with a ball where his dick is at. Never mind.
Wow.
Damn.
Getting the gyrations of the beef curtains. Moving on. Introducing me, your boy. I personally oversaw the orders for this year's Game Awards and can guarantee that there is definitely several bottles of baby oils for Kojima's glazing session. Supafreak 27.
Oh my god.
15 minutes long.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a long one.
They gonna slip on the stage, bro?
Of course.
Yep,
it's gonna be
time.
like 30 minutes.
Let me put my watch on. Let me put my watch on so I can count how long it takes for me to get disconnected. Because every time we do a podcast, I get disconnected for some reason. So let's put a timer on it this time.
Kojima glazing is gonna happen for at least like 40 minutes. But let's get started, y'all. Marvel Rivals has dropped, and my God, was it everything you thought it would be?
It needs to go away. It should have came out like maybe next year or something. I don't want to play it anymore. It's just taking over my life. I almost left before that even got. If y'all didn't join the chat in that 5-minute span, I wouldn't be in here.
It is taking the internet by storm. Memes are plenty.
Rightfully so. Good.
It really does feel a lot like when Overwatch first came out, which is strange because I don't think there's been another hero shooter that's kind of had this much traction.
There hasn't been another game,
right?
period. Yeah. That has multiplayer game, period. Let's be real. Kind of hard to capture. This, I don't know.
The only thing I can think of is COD, like but COD always has COD like,
COD is a yearly release.
Yeah, like, it's a yearly release. Count. It's kind of like it doesn't
COD is like a habit. COD is not like, oh my God, it's COD, guys. Yay, this shit's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking habit.
But it always goes viral. You know what there's clips and everything like that. But this is kind of like that, but like more. Because obviously, like it's been outrageous. I'm happy to see it.
Is amazing. It's great. Obviously, it's gonna be popular because it got the Marvel IP, right? And it's a fucking shooter. So come on, like, how could it not be fucking godlike? How could it at least, even if it was bad? Let's be real. Everybody would still be fucking playing it right now. At least for another month.
I mean, they played X-Defiant for fucking.
All right.
I mean, we'll talk about that later, but
nah, we don't gotta talk about that crap.
Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do. But
crazy.
I mean, people played that. People played Concord for like what to try and get the platinum.
From what I heard, but Concord wasn't a bad game. It's just nobody gave a fuck.
Nobody cared, right?
Yeah.
X-Defiant was just crap.
We tried it, right? I'm pretty sure we did.
Fucking crap.
But this is not crap, and I feel like they just handled everything well. I mean, what are their biggest mistakes so far, to be honest? Like monetization, but not really.
I don't think so.
I think it's fine.
Still a free game, so monetization lines
they
up with
made
every
a
other
lot of-
game. That's free.
Yeah, it's a free game. There's how many? Oh, okay. The fact that there's like more than half of the characters are DPS. Like that's the only issue, right? Like we're nitpicking here.
It's not
right?
an issue either because
really
that's
an
not
issue.
really an issue either because they have to have
Everyone picks
majority
DPS.
Yeah.
They have to have the majority DPS character because that's what appeals to people. Yeah.
We're just like nitpicking basically, like, and that's the thing that shows how good like the game is, that we have to like nitpick and try and find something to talk about negatively. Because honestly, I don't.
Kind of hard
I
to
don't
fuck
really
up
see
a
anything
clone of a game that was good.
I mean, look, the only thing negative about this game is just something about some of the execs laundering money. Which I don't know what that's all about.
Until that affects the game. Unless that affects the
Yeah,
game, then it got nothing to do with us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really doesn't have anything to do again. I did some research on it, and that seemed to be more tied to their esports division or some shit like that.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't affect the game, which it hasn't.
But like the game, it looked like, yeah, I was concerned.
I thought the game was cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
I was
thought
like,
the game was
is
cooked.
this shit coming out?
I thought this shit was coming out next year instead.
I thought it was done. I thought it wasn't coming out at all.
I think
You know
they
how
did the
quick
right
Disney
thing,
be
not even
cutting ties with
acknowledging
motherfuckers.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disney would. I thought it was gonna be like, oh man, they saying they go look, and then Disney be like, oh nope, we're out. Like, nah, it's hard to fuck up a game based off a game that's good already. Like, you know what I mean? Like the formula's already tried and true. You can't. Like, the only way you would fuck it up is like we said, the monetization, or if it just felt like crap. But it doesn't. It's smooth. Game feels good. The gameplay feels good. It's fun.
Alpha and beta felt polished, right? Like they felt super polished.
Oh, no,
so
the alpha felt like
kind of
crap.
like yeah, I mean,
It
like
felt
those
good
alpha
enough
things.
for an alpha. It felt
Yeah,
good
yeah.
enough for an alpha, but I definitely said if they don't smooth out these animations, it's gonna be a little weird, and they definitely smoothed it out.
Yeah. Like
Like,
there's
it
no
was a little-
stutter
it was a
when
little
Strange
rough.
does his thing.
Yes,
you
there
know?
is. Whoa,
Is
you're
there?
bugging.
I
Yes,
don't know.
there
I
is.
don't
Yes.
know. I guess people haven't.
It
really
is
picked
very
them all
bad.
much. Is it the same as it was?
Yes, it's still
when it
bad.
was?
Yes.
It's still bad. I think that's the only thing they really need to focus on fixing.
Yeah, they need to fix that
specifically.
Hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's some
Just
bugs,
make
but
Strange bad and nobody will pick him.
it's kind of hard to make a character with that kid bad. He's definitely one of the. He's definitely top two.
Eye of
tags.
Agamotto is definitely like a
Like,
super top.
Him and Magneto definitely the best. Like there's nothing you can
his
do.
ult is like super fucking good.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I don't know, man. It's like these characters, all the characters, like, if you could tackle it from two different ways. Like, if you're experienced with Overwatch, right, you already know what to expect from a game like this. The characters are very similar. Every character in this game, you can pretty much, equate to a character in like Overwatch. Like fucking Hawkeye, right? Fucking Magneto, Sigma. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of characters that you can tell where their inspiration is from, which is not a bad thing. You can tell where the inspiration is from. But the weird part is, the craziest part, right, is that we all know these characters existed decades before like Overwatch characters did, right?
Yeah.
So it's really funny to see
their
that,
kits adjusted, right? Like
like they fit perfectly. A lot of the shit, even though Overwatch, like creatively, like the character designs, like the movesets and shit like that, or basically Overwatch, it feels like this game could have came first. You know what I mean? Like it's very weird. Like you could say, Punisher's just Soldier 76, but Punisher's doing what he's supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Shoot motherfuckers.
yeah, like it's cool. It's dope. You could say, Iron Man is just Pharaoh, but he's doing Iron Man shit.
Iron Man's
yeah, that shit's crazy.
Iron Man's actually just doing Iron Man shit. It's super cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right, so Despair, let me ask you this: as the resident Overwatch competitive player, what would you like to see from this game and from the devs for the next year, 2 years?
Ignoring Overwatch players mostly. That's all I want them to just let the game rock. Because right now, there's a lot of, I don't want to call it discourse, but when a game comes out and you already have this game, the majority of the people playing this game, I feel like are ex-Overwatch players. The majority of them. Like, even if they didn't play it like that, they've definitely dabbled in it, right? So a lot of people are coming from that game and wanting things from that game in this game, not realizing that the things that they're asking for are what killed the game in the first place. So I just want the devs to just not listen to these people and just focus on keeping the game fresh the way it is. Because I like just be people. What an example is, people are wanting like role queue, and if you don't know what that is, like role queue is basically they added in Overwatch like 4 years later, where in order to queue into games, you have to actually pick a role first.
Yeah.
Right. You have to pick whether you want to queue in as a tank, and you can only select from the tanks if you get into the game. If you and you know what I'm saying. Basically, it's like that for every role. Tank, DPS, healer. You queue in for, or you can flex. But 9 times out of 10, if you pick the flex, you're gonna get put in as a healer because everyone's picking DPS, right? So everyone's saying they want that, but I don't think they know what they're asking for. I just don't want the devs to listen to these people because that's gonna kill the game. Especially in a game that rewards
like
you.
way later.
No, we don't need it at all because this game rewards you for having silly comps with the team ups and shit.
Yeah.
So this game rewards you for having, you want to have 3 DPS? Okay, let's use Squirrel Girl, Spider-Man, and like I forgot who else. But let the game live. People are like, yeah, let's I want this from Overwatch. Like, just please stop. There's a reason Overwatch is in the shitter right now because of the shit you're asking for. Go back and play that game. The fuck?
Exactly, it exists.
Like, it's
why aren't you playing it?
Y'all are the reason why the game is dead. Go play it and don't kill this game. So I don't know. Just keep the game. There's some balancing shit that really, really needs to change, but that's like obvious. That's gonna change eventually anyway. But I don't know. There's not much I can really.
Do you foresee
not much I can complain about right now.
Huge esports scene for this?
Not yet. I don't think so, because I mean I do. I don't want to say huge. It'll be relevant enough for people to actually care, but I don't expect it to be like Overwatch level because Blizzard, that's like Blizzard's thing, right? Yeah. Blizzard
Overwatch
knows how to
League
market their games.
Yeah.
Even though Overwatch League failed, they know how to market their shit in a way that is, they put money towards their shit. They market in a way where it's, I guess, accessible to people that, I don't know. Everybody wanted to try playing Overwatch competitively when it came out because Blizzard was putting money up, right? Blizzard was like all these teams were playing. The teamwork aspect of these games make it really, really fun to play competitively and esports and shit like that. So it can.
Easy enough game to get into though as well.
Yeah,
it is. Could just feel that they could be competitive in it, right? Like I think that's a good barrier to entry, right? Like because if someone tries League of Legends, they're not gonna feel like I could be on an esports team. But if somebody tries this, they might feel like I'm actually pretty good. I could make a team.
It depends because it's going to be the same as Overwatch was, where it's a lot of stuff that people don't think about when they play games like this, because it's a lot of like people that just they played a shooter before, so they just hop in the game, they think they can aim and all the other shit, but people don't know how much actual like brain work goes into playing these games. Like I know a lot of people people just want to hold W, hold forward, and just shoot some stuff, but these games are hard, man. Especially at like higher levels, these games are. I think this genre is like the hardest shooter genre to play. You can play COD and fucking just go out frag people, just shoot, get some headshots, and then boom, you're godlike, right? These games like you can't play shit like that. Especially this game more so than Overwatch, which is pissing people off. It's pissing people off a lot because this game requires more brain cells than Overwatch did at launch. Only because Overwatch in the beginning was you had characters like Widowmaker, you had characters like McCree, Soldier, the shooters. You know what I mean? If your aim is godlike, if you came from a competitive FPS background and your aim is godlike, you probably gonna be godlike. You're gonna carry fucking games and shit. This game doesn't really have a character like that. Like it doesn't really have a character. I mean, Punisher, Star-Lord,
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye not even, because Hawkeye has mechanics that you need to know. Like you're not just shooting, you're not just randomly shooting shit and I'm godlike a shooter, so I'm gonna pick Hawkeye. It doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these characters in this game have a lot of skills, a lot of shit that you have to keep in a track of. There's no one character in this game that's just I'm a godlike. I'm godlike at aiming, so I'm just gonna pop off. Actually, there's one character, is Bucky, but even he has he's not easy to play. So that's what this game has going for it, in my opinion. Is over Overwatch is there's a lot of intricacy in the team ups, the abilities, the team comps, the synergies. Like it's a lot of shit, bro. Even the map design, I think is godlike, because the map, there's a lot of shit that, I mean, it's just like any other hero shooter, right? Where the maps, you pick characters based on the map. Like certain characters share shit on a certain map, certain characters shine on a certain map. It's a lot, man. And I urge anyone playing this game or trying to play this game, whether you're trying to play it at a high level or not, please don't be a one trick. Please learn multiple characters. Please. Because it's fucking. Because if you don't, I don't want you on my team. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the worst type of player in these games is the motherfuckers that only play one character. Like, please. Other than
especially when you're like not good with the character either. It's just like, come on, bro, at least fulfill the role. like
know how to play at least two or three characters in every role: tank, DPS, and healer. Like that's it. Other than that, that's the game's great. It's fun. Ranked is fun. Like we just clap, and the one good thing about it, there's no placement games. Everyone starts from the bottom, has to work their way up. So you don't have to worry about fucking random ass hidden MMR bullshit when you're going in the ranked. Like, yeah, I fuck with it. I just hope they don't fuck the game up because they already have a history of amazing games being fucked up. Overwatch was amazing for 4 years. I don't know what the fuck happened. So whatever. Hopefully it lasts.
Well, I feel like it's definitely it's definitely a good start though. 10 million within 72 hours.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a game that you can't ask for more. Like it's the complete opposite of fucking Concord. So what else could you ask for?
It's hard for a game with a Marvel IP as well to lose any kind of steam and popularity, right?
You'd have to really fuck up for this type of game with this type of IP attached to it to fucking die or be dead on arrival.
Yeah, but hasn't that been the theme for like game companies throughout this entire year? They have like a for sure formula and then they seem to just fuck it up somehow. You know, the games that
I wouldn't say for sure formula though. There hasn't really been a game that has hit on all notes like because Concord is a hero shooter that's not attached to an IP with character designs that we don't know and we didn't care about, and they didn't market the game, right? So the game could have been great. It could have been an amazing game, but we just didn't care, right? Another example is what you can use the Suicide Squad game, right? Yeah, attached to a known IP, popular IP, whatever, but nobody gives a fuck about that genre of game. You know what I mean? This is Marvel. Everyone knows what Marvel is, and it's a shooter. Everyone plays shooters, bro. So it's like one of those facets had to fucking make it popular. It just happens like I don't know. How do you fuck this up? You can't fuck up a shooter. Well, okay, you can fuck up a shooter. But how do you fuck up a shooter tied to a Marvel IP? You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Unless it's just straight up trash. But like I said earlier, even if this game was trash, everybody would still be playing this right now. It would just take a couple months for people to realize, this game kind of sucks. We're out of here.
Yeah.
But everybody would be trying it. It's like COD every year. People play COD. It could be the worst COD of all time. We're still gonna play it for like a couple of months and then be like, this game sucks. Let's go play something else. But
you could tell it loses steam. It loses like its clips and things. Its momentum on social media starts to disappear on Twitter. You don't see any clips anymore. But this has been crazy.
Overwatch hit its lowest numbers. Overwatch hit its lowest numbers this week. Crazy.
I wonder where all those players are.
I wonder why they're bringing back 6v6 and all this other shit that they fucked up. I wonder why. Now they want to make the game good again. Damn.
I mean, competition's good, right?
Whatever, dude. It shouldn't take that to fucking keep your game from being shit.
I agree.
But whatever. Game's great. I'm about to be the best. Fuck all you motherfuckers. If I see y'all in ranked, you're getting cooked. And if you don't,
you heard it here first.
I'm reporting you. Oh man.
Either lose or get reported.
Don't talk shit. Yep, there's no winning. You can't win. I win.
You can't win.
Period.
It says no matter what.
I win. Yep.
I win.
You talk shit, report it.
All right. With that being said,
hold on. One more thing. Fuck Jeff. Yeah, sorry. I had to add that.
Oh, Jeff the David Landry? Yeah,
fuck Jeff.
Fucking.
Well said.
What is it?
I don't know. You think they can do something about that? But I guess you can't.
I don't think they should. They don't need to. There's just people just need. It hasn't been out long enough. I'm already countering the shit. Like people just need to develop counterplay for it. It's not broken.
Just build your awareness. Listen up.
Yep.
Get out.
Yep.
Pick Wolverine and just fucking.
I just ult him whenever I hear it. Just ult him.
Can you give Wolverine a shot of adrenaline?
Dive at him when he spits you out. You'll be good.
Yep. Every time I see that shit, I just ult him. Like no one wants to deal with that.
Ultim, invincibility, dash out, dash in. You'll be good. You'll be good.
Well, fuck him anyway.
From a casual perspective, though, also, Follow, what do you feel about this game?
It's super fun. Again, like I'm not into shooters like that, like everyone else is, but like obviously what attracts me is like I'm a huge Marvel fan. And I kind of come from like the action Marvel games kind of side of things, and so like that motivated me to like get into the game. And then once you're in the game, it's good. It's really fun. It's just you're either really winning hard or you're losing badly, and you never want to be in a team where you're losing super badly. Mm-hmm. And there's lots of reasons. You could be like the best player on the earth, putting in 30, 40 kills around, and yet the team's, you still lose, and it's just like, bro, my back.
Yep, kills don't mean shit in this game. Brain cells.
Yeah, you have to work as a team, and you have to pay attention to team comp, and you have to pay attention what we need on the field. Do we need more damage? Do we need more heals? Do we need someone to take some hits or whatever? Because I remember I was in the game, literally 4 DPSs. I was like, "Are you?" And then and after playing this game for a while, you get more angry about it because you're like, "Are you guys fucking serious about this?" Like it's almost offensive.
Yeah, welcome.
Because no one wants to be the guy to not pick their character. But I'm like, bro, like pick your and because I'm the flex type, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, after 100 matches, why am I still playing the tank? Let me shoot some. Let me shoot.
It's one of those games that doesn't require you to. It depends on the level of play, right? At a lower level, you don't need. You can play 4 DPS. 4 DPS in this game is actually not bad. But it gets to that point where it's like, do y'all want to win? Like, do y'all want to win? Or y'all just, what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
And then and then there's some questionable tactics, which I mean, like the whole point is just find your squad, right? So then that way you can develop your skills with the squad, But I still would like some, some sense, like hey,
Yeah, you expect too much from these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and then only that. Look, okay, I get at first. No, I know, and I get at first, right? You just want to feel the field a little bit of blah blah blah. But this game lets you change characters literally at any point. So if you're getting caught by a team that has hella heals or whatever, why wouldn't you counter? I don't know. Some I would say the casual crowd has a questionable decisions. So that could frustrate. But even though I'm mad, I'm still playing the game.
Yeah.
You know how many games I was just like, this team sucks.
Yeah, the game's fun.
Run it again. And the game's key times is instant.
That's the main thing.
Crazy.
And that's the one thing that I guess I can say it's the one thing that it has over Overwatch for now. But that I feel like that's because everyone is brand new, so the MMR hasn't evened out yet, where you have the higher level players getting matched up with higher level players and lower level players getting matched up with lower level players and shit like that. Because that was a huge problem in Overwatch, was sitting there waiting, even just for a quick play game. If your MMR was a certain level, you were not finding games. You could not find the game for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So And even in this game, it's getting to the point, but obviously it's because there are not that many people playing at a high level and ranked yet. But it's getting to the point where the queue times are getting a little slower, and it's I guess that's to be expected. But most of the time, that shit is instant. And that gameplay loop, when you go from a game to a game, it makes the losses feel less bullshit, less salty. Because it's all right, next game, new game. I don't even have time to think about the last game. So that is good.
Most games I'll take the L, but if the game is going bad or the teammates are just, I'm like, bro, I'll take the penalty, bro. I'll sit.
No, I'll be out. Yeah,
I'll sit for 5. Look, they gotta have some sort of concede button. That's my one complaint. They gotta have some sort of super concede, because there's no way.
Can't do that, because then it would be literally every other game would be fucking conceded.
Yeah. I know you're right, but
conceded. Nah. You just gotta take.
You know what? Fuck it. Just bench me, bro. Bench me for 10 minutes.
You want to
make a
lock
second
my
account?
character? Concede.
Yeah, that's already happened. Me and my boy was playing it last night, and he was like, "Yo, can I have this character?" And the dude was like, "Nah." And he just quit. And you're like, "Okay, thanks." You just dodged the queue. You're like, all right, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
So people are gonna do that. So we can't have no conceit because every game will be conceded.
No, you're right. You're right. But you're right. But I just wanted a better, less rude, but saying my team is ass.
Bro, you suck. Let's concede. like that's all you'd hear. Like
the voting system in MOBAs where it's like, because MOBAs you're kind of locked in for like an hour. This is like 10 minutes.
I would be the one to initiate the concede. I'd be gone. Yeah,
for sure. Me too. I'd be like,
sucking. I would be like, nope, I'm out of here.
Minute one, somebody starts feeding. All right.
As soon as I see one guy go off, one random ass DPS go off by himself and die, conceded.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Minute one. All right, all right. Vote to quit. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I'm out of here.
It's a hero shooter, and this is that's the thing, man. I think that's why I loved Overwatch so much. Is because nothing feels as satisfying as playing with a team of people that are on the same page, know what they're doing, and you just synergize with them. And you did an ult? Okay, let me react. Let me combo my ult with yours, or let's make a play, and it works out. Nothing is as satisfying as that in any game I've ever played in my life. And I come from fighting games, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's great, but nothing feels like, I don't know. The teamwork aspect of these games is what's the most appealing to me. You can play any other game if you want to just run around and solo carry and do all that other dumb shit, but you cannot. There's no situation in this game where anyone's being solo carried. It's impossible. Like maybe if you're an idiot and you're playing against bots or something, but 9 times out of 10, there's no way anyone's carrying a game. It never happens.
There's a lot of cool team ups that I've seen too, clips that I was just like, oh shit, that works. Like it's just kind of like there's a lot of creativity going on right now. I mean, the game is in its infancy stage, right? Like people are really just getting into it, especially with the new characters, because honestly, there was 15, 20 characters that from the beta that weren't in the there.
Beta. Yeah.
That was now people crazy. Are getting that's actually crazy too. That there's just so many characters just available for free. Yeah. Excellent. And there's more coming. I don't know what their release schedule's like, but there's tons of characters already data mined. What is it like? Ultron.
We're getting some. I think
Mr. Fantastic, Johnny Storm, Sue.
I think season 0 is a month.
We just don't know how they're gonna start releasing the characters. Like, are they gonna release them when the season starts, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? Like, I don't know. They haven't really said anything yet, but I mean, that's fine. They'll say it, and once they announce it, we'll know. But Blade was data mined. Well, Phoenix,
thank you, NetEase.
Cyclops. There's another 10 15 characters that would data mine, which is crazy.
Thank you, NetEase. Thank you, NetEase gods.
Thank you
for making Widow fucking garbage. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate it. Thank you. But fuck Hawkeye too. But thank you for making Widow garbage.
I'll also trying to deal with that.
Fuck Jeff.
I appreciate. People may complain. People are always going to complain about monetization no matter how you cut it, but I appreciate them making the battle pass not expire.
Yeah.
It's less pressure to grind. That's super huge. I think the only thing that people are still complaining about as far as the battle pass is that it doesn't go up per game experience. It goes up for mission experience. So you still have to grind on some level. But honestly, I think that's
just do the damn challenges.
It is what it is, right? They'll probably change it, because if enough people are complaining about it, maybe they'll add some element of it where it's your game experience equates to it.
So you don't do the damn challenges, man. That shit is easy.
The way I see it, you can pick the way they formulated this game. You can log in, do your daily missions, and stop playing.
Yeah,
that's what you can do. That's super cool.
Even if you don't really feel like playing against real people, you can play against the AI and still get the dailies done. So
that's cool.
They've done a lot. And I wasn't super against loot boxes. I kind of like the loot box idea, right? Because then at least you have a chance of getting a skin without spending a crazy amount of money, right? But some skins are $20, right? But that's regardless, that's Overwatch, that's Call of Duty, that's this, right? Now, so the monetization model is par for the course, right? But there are certain aspects of it where it's just as long as it's free to play friendly, right? That is what's most important in this game. You could
a skin ain't gonna get you a win. So you don't even exactly. I haven't even bought a skin yet because I don't know
cosmetic.
Shit I want to buy. Like
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy all of
absolutely.
them, but I'm just like,
Yeah.
I have like
Like-
I have
And
like
the
a billion
skins are
accounts.
fire too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
all
like
the
a billion
skins are so
accounts. I
good.
don't know what skins I want to get, and the funny part is, there hasn't been a game where I haven't seen people with the fucking skins. So it's like people buying them. So who like? Look,
I mean,
if you don't want to spend $20 on a skin, don't spend $20
don't
on a
spend
skin.
20 bucks on a skin. It's
It's
cosmetics.
that simple. Like it doesn't affect the game at all.
Yeah,
Like,
monetization on
whatever.
cosmetics is what it is, right? Like if you like it, buy it. If you don't, don't.
And at
Right? Like
least
don't complain.
this is a third-person game where you can see your
actually
skin.
see it. Yes. You can
So
actually see your
stop
skins where
complaining
you don't have
because
to try and get play of
motherfuckers
the
was
game.
buying skins in COD and all these other fucking games and Apex and all this shit, but we can't even see the skins. And I was one of them. I love buying that shit. I don't care. Like, but if you're gonna complain, pick a different game to complain about.
Counterpoint. I was absolutely seeing my skin in COD when I was suplexing motherfuckers, but
Yeah, like it's cool. Look, I just like cosmetic stuff. Like,
yes,
even if I just have to see it during the play of the game, like in Overwatch or when I'm doing an emote on somebody's dead body, you know what I'm saying?
especially if it's ugly.
Like exactly. Like I don't give a fuck.
There's some
If
ugly ass
I have the
COD
money to
skins that
buy it,
just
I'm gonna
piss me
buy
off.
it. Like who cares?
True.
If you don't have the money to buy it, then shut the fuck up and go find a way to make some money or something.
Don't-
Yeah,
don't-
your priorities are fucked up.
At least it's
Like, the hell?
cosmetics and it's not, like something that's
Right.
necessary for gameplay. Like locking out gameplay features, which some games do. They'll lock out characters or lock out gameplay
Don't give them any
features.
ideas.
You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying like they're doing the right thing in what they're doing. That is purely
They
cosmetic.
know what they're
purely
competing with.
skins. They're doing
So
what
they
they're
had to
doing.
kind of do it like this. They knew exactly what they was competing with.
Yep.
And they had to make it better because we watched another game come out and fail because they fucked up.
Yeah.
So
And full disclosure, I put $40 into the game because I got the battle pass, and then I had the currency, or $30 to get the currency to buy a skin. I still haven't bought a skin yet because again, like I can't decide who I want to buy a skin for because they're all
Right.
pretty good right now. So I mean, eventually I'll get there and start buying a bunch of skins for this game because I mean it
Buy
deserves
that
it,
Luna
right? Like
Snow
I
skin.
like to support. I like to support games like especially free to play games. If I put a bunch of hours in a free to play game, especially as many hours as I've played like full $70 plus titles, like I'm gonna throw some money at them because like I feel that they deserve it.
I've already put more hours into this game and combined this beta alpha than like every other game I've played this year. So I don't give a fuck. I'll put the money in. Don't care. And I'm gonna be playing this forever.
That's you have
Like-
every right to do so, right? Like people will be like, how can you put so much money into a free to play game, bro? Like if you play the game for 100 hours, like why wouldn't you put money into it? Why wouldn't you support the devs?
I mean-
You know what I mean?
Right, and now not only that, but just like you don't have to spend all the money all at once. Like you could just do $10 here, $10 there, or
Yeah.
whatever. Or I guess it's 15. Like you don't have to buy every single skin you like
Man,
right
if you
away.
see something you like, buy the shit, use it, have fun with the goddamn game.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Like that's it. Like if you don't like it, don't buy it. Or if you like the skin and you can't buy it, figure something out, bro. Don't complain about it because everybody else is gonna buy it and they're gonna look at you alive. Let me stop.
Yeah, true.
Like come on, man.
All right, one last thing. Cosmic, I've seen you dabble in this game. Let me get your thoughts on this too.
Well, I'm not super deep into hero shooters like that. I only delve into it here and there. I've had like a little bit of experience with Overwatch some years ago. But from my finding, I've more or less enjoyed it. I know that I've kind of fallen into the trappings myself of like selecting a character based off of just the character itself, not so much for the role. But after hearing what Fala had to say regarding the requirement to kind of keep that rotation going and not be stale, I can see how important that is in terms of enjoying the game for what it is. Where a game where the roles are just as important as the characters you're playing. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving it a bit more time. I just need to kind of figure out what characters I want to play and kind of get a better understanding of the roles in the game and how to kind of like work with other players first before the characters, if anything, exactly. Because being sort of primarily a single player guy, you know, if this had more sort of single player stuff in it to kind of dive into, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's a no-brainer. Granted, it's still a no-brainer anyway as a Marvel piece of IP or whatever. But again, as far as like, you know, playing with other people, I don't do that as often with certain games. But this one, I might give it a bit more of a go if the rest of the guys don't mind me, tripping over my feet here and there.
You're going to regardless.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Right.
if people. It doesn't matter if people mind it or not. If they do mind it, they're going to trash talk you. And just something that comes with the territory.
Of course.
Like that's just how it is. You just have to be willing to fucking put in the work in the game. Because the thing about it is, I say this to everybody that plays this game because a lot of my friends, like a lot of y'all, are fighting game players, right? This is the closest thing to a genre hop. This is the closest genre hop you can make to a fighting game. The same mindsets apply in this game. If you play fighting games and you can't grasp how this game works, then I question your fighting game capabilities, right? Because it's the same exact thing. You pick a character, you play against a character, you get clapped, you're like, wait a minute, my character might not be good against that. How do I counter that? Oh, maybe I should just swap. Oh, this counters this ult counters this ult synergizes with this. It's the same fighting game mindset. That's why I love these games, is because I get that same feeling like, oh, okay, I outsmarted this motherfucker. I just outplayed this motherfucker. Like I just counter picked them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's the same exact mindset. So if you understand how fighting games work, you should understand how these games work. The only thing holding you back is that obviously this is a 6v6 game, not a 1v1 game. So you kind of have to think about that. Like
You also got to aim.
other than that, yeah. Like but there's characters you can pick where you don't have to, so that's not really the case.
There's characters that you can use to supplement any weaknesses
This game
in your game.
requires more brain cells
than
than
know
aim.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about it. Like heroes, the good thing about hero shooters, and for honestly, this is a lot of people's first hero shooter. Honestly, because they never for whatever reason they weren't attracted to Overwatch, especially like in its later stages. Maybe Gundam was far too niche for people to try and get into right when it was alive, and there's a lot of like.
Gundam
mediocre.
also wasn't really structured well enough for people to understand.
And there's a lot of like mediocre like hero shooters that are out there that are like really generic as far as like heroes are concerned. Like this is a Marvel IP that is just going to drag a lot of people in, that this is their first time playing a hero shooter, especially this
funnily
caliber.
enough, this game plays more like Paladins than Overwatch.
Yeah,
which is interesting. Yeah.
And it's a good point to know, like, hey, like I may not be the best at aiming, I may not be the best at clicking heads, but I could be really good at support. I could be really good at pulling up a shield and just being a target for people. You know what I mean? Like playing tank. Like it's knowing your strengths and weaknesses and not blocking yourself off and saying like, I'm just going to pick this character and run forward, hold W or press forward and just do this. You know what I mean? Like there are people out there that do that.
And I like maining tank because I like controlling the pace of games. And I like knowing, like, I like telling my team, okay, let's do this. Because I feel like I'm personally a good decision maker, so that's why I play tanks. There are people that play supports. A lot of support players that I know are really, really good at determining, like, oh, this character, like ult economy is a huge thing in this game. Like, I don't want to start getting too deep into like hero shooter shit, but like ult economy is a huge thing to keep track of in this game, right? Like knowing, okay, it's been a little while. This person probably he hasn't used this. Oh yeah, he probably has it, right? Support mains, that's usually their job to kind of keep track of shit like that, because the support characters are the ones that have the counters to the ults and shit, right? Like Luna Snow's ult, Mantis ult, Adam Warlock revive, shit like that. So knowing, okay, they're probably gonna ult me, so let me stay out of this fight so I can just res my team when they all die. All right, stuff like that. It's a lot of thought. And then the DPS, some DPS can just be like, okay, my main goal is just to get kills. But then there are some DPS like Moon Knight, Psylocke. Like Moon Knight is just CC, basically like keeping people away from each other, right? If you see a Moon Knight, you can't stay together, right? You have to play a different way. If you know there's a Psylocke flanking support, you have to play a totally different way. There's a lot of stuff you have to think about in these games. So it's not just aim. You can't come into this game saying, yeah, man, I can't aim, or yeah, my aim is godlike, I'm gonna play this shit. Like, nah. You know how many people I know that have shit aim, but they're godlike on characters like Hulk, fucking Cap, Thor. Like, so just play the game. Just play the game, find a character, find a role. If it clicks with you, cool. If it doesn't, there's 33 fucking characters in the game. I'm pretty sure.
It's like, free. Try
pick
it out.
Somebody. Exactly.
Yeah. It's
like, and then
it doesn't cost you a thing to have fun. Right? Like
for new players, it's going to be a little harder because Overwatch has existed, and a lot of the Overwatch skill sets carry over to this game. So you're going to have a lot of people that are already going to be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Why are you picking this into this? Why are you not countering this? Blah, blah, blah. A lot of people are already going to do that because it's already been established. But you got to just take that. Who cares? Like, just play the game.
Just
If anything, you'll learn this game quicker because it's already established, right?
Yeah.
Overwatch took a while for people to learn because it was new. So,
yeah, you're
I don't
already
know.
seeing the movement in learning in this game is moving very quick.
Yeah.
So just do your research.
Yeah, very
you know?
fast.
Do your research. Look at streams. Look at videos. Pick the right people though, because there are some that are just out there for clout and content. So, like look at
I would say just play the game.
just play the
I
game
wouldn't look
and
at
you'll
anybody.
start
Just
to
play the
learn.
game.
Yeah, you'll start to
Like-
learn. Look at general. I would say look at general like tips.
Just watch
things
high
like
level
that
play.
If you're
That's
really
the same way you learn any other game. Watch high level play because most of these people are the same Overwatch fucking clout monsters that just let me just make a tier list video. Let me just make the 100th tier list video. Let me do this and do that to get the views and then just quit the game later.
Don't
Just
look at
watch
fucking
high
tier
level
lists.
play all
Don't
the
look
day.
at like, hey, this character's broken videos. Don't look at any of that shit. What you look at is
I
just
hate that shit.
the general like, hey, here's what you need to know to get into Marvel Rivals kind of videos, right? Like look at those videos because those are going to give you a lot of insight on the skills, the team dynamics, the resources, right? Those are the things behind the character select screen that people don't really think about in these type of games.
Read your
Which
character's
is what they
abilities,
should
please.
be. Yes, read your character's ability. This is a heavily resource management game, and people don't even think about that because all they see is a shooter.
Uh-huh.
It's
Exactly.
super resource managed because it's
That's why these
team
are my favorite games.
dynamics into each fight. It should not be team deathmatch. No, this is hey, let's see who can start getting some kills first by using their resources and then getting the team staggered to steamroll, right? Like there's a lot of things that go into things like that, and it's not team deathmatch.
I do want to add one thing though.
Mhm.
This game, especially the tanks, something about this game. I guess it's got to be just the gameplay flow. Something about this game makes every character actually feel like this is a motherfucking Marvel hero shooter. Like when I'm playing fucking Cap, bro, I feel like I'm I feel like I'm the fucking best.
Venom feels
When I'm
crazy,
playing
too.
Venom, I feel like I'm the fucking best. When I'm playing Hulk, I feel like I'm just in that ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like a fucking hero shooter, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They did a good job with the gameplay, man. It's
Magneto
good.
feels like Magneto, right? Like that's
Like-
crazy.
Except that he can't fly. That's my only.
That's
thing.
true,
Like,
true.
come on, bro. He's the
Yeah,
master
he's
of
He's got
magic.
his
be
force
broken, but
field.
true.
He's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
his shield.
yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got- he's
I
got a
know. I
bunch
know.
of
Look,
shit.
I get it for gameplay reasons why you won't do it, but at least like have him a little mini of your
Wolverine
look,
feels
when he
good.
press Q, he
Hawkeye
doesn't.
feels like Hawkeye.
when
Yeah,
he press Q, he flies.
Punisher
That's about
feels
it.
like Punisher
That's
would
true.
feel, like the characters feel great. They feel like
Yeah, Hawkeye
themselves,
feels like
the
what I'd expect Hawkeye to
personality.
feel like.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch feels like what I'd expect her to feel like. Iron Fist absolutely feels like what I'd expect Iron Fist to feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like
Thor,
they did a good
everybody,
ass
Wolverine,
job, man.
they did a great
Yeah,
job
yeah.
of getting these
the
characters'
the only
personalities.
character that I'm like I don't know. Just needs a little adjustment, not much, just a little. The Wolverine is
No, he
the
needs a
only
lot.
one.
No, he needs a lot.
Yeah,
That character.
I know.
actually needs a character.
I'm being nice, but because I think they're gonna address it because they have to. But
Careful
worst
knob.
character
That's a
in the game.
careful knob to tweak though with him though. It's careful,
yeah, because it could be a slippery slope, right? Like if you tweak something too much, then,
He's also
He
a
just
fan
needs slightly more
favorite.
damage.
He's also a fan
Yeah.
favorite though as well. So it's like
he's
like,
a very popular character,
Yeah,
so you
so you
want
know
to
he's
get that
gonna
character
get- he's-
right.
you know he's gonna
There's
get
a
his
lot of
buffs.
people who want to use him, but
exactly.
they know
Think
they
about it this
can't
way.
use him. Yeah.
In a game like this, right? People will always pick their favorite fucking characters.
yes, absolutely.
Nobody's
no matter
playing
what.
Wolverine.
No matter what.
Nobody's playing Wolverine, and that says a lot.
Mm.
Like everybody was playing Spider-Man in Alpha, Beta. Nobody's playing Wolverine. I fuck with him. I fuck around with him, right? But I wouldn't go in the rank and pick him.
True.
Like he just sucks. They gotta fix that. He just blows. But the thing
He
is,
sucks
Wanda
and
sucks. Wanda sucks, but I still play her. So it's like, to be fair, who cares? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
All right. Well, final
Wanda.
thoughts on Marvel Rivals before we move on.
Yeah, buff Wanda,
Buff Wanda.
buff Raccoon. Actually, no, don't buff Raccoon.
Don't buff Raccoon. Raccoon's
Punisher need help because he sucks now.
Nerf Iron Fist.
Delete Widow. Delete Black Widow.
Delete Black Widow.
Fuck Jeff.
Fuck Jeff.
Fuck Jeff.
Yeah. Fuck Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Buff Cap.
Well, and all.
No,
okay,
please
here's my thing. Hold on. Here's my thing. How the fuck does Iron Fist have a better healing factor than Wolverine, bro?
Yeah, that's
Buff
Wolverine,
stupid, bro.
please.
Please.
They made Venom.
Please.
They nerfed the fuck out of Venom. Please bring back my boy.
Bring
What
back
the fuck
Beta
did you
Venom.
do?
Yeah.
Like, not Beta Venom, but something better than what we have right now. Because that motherfucker
Not
is
Beta. Yeah,
destroyed.
Beta Venom was actually stupid.
Beta Venom was actually broken.
A little halfway point between where he is now and Beta. You know, that'd be solid.
Yeah, because he needs something.
How is fucking
I don't
Iron
know.
Fist better at charging in than Black Panther? He's got vibranium suit. Listen,
don't know
I'm
about
not
that
gonna,
one. I don't know about that one, my friend. Black Panther is way better character than Iron Fist, my dude. That's crazy. That's a crazy take.
I don't know. Nobody's playing Black Panther either. I don't really
You're not playing.
Well,
ranked.
he's not easy. He's not easy to use.
You're not playing right.
He really isn't.
You get
easy to
higher in
use,
the
that's
rank, you're
honestly.
seeing a lot of Black Panther and
Yeah?
a lot of Bucky right now. Yes.
Of course, Bucky. Yeah, Bucky's
Yes.
easily.
Black Panther is dumb.
I think Bucky's easily like one of the
Like-
best characters in the game.
I think him and
But I'll
I think
downplay him
he's-
because
is
don't
he
nerf
the
him. I
best
like him.
melee character? I think
What about
I
Magic?
think Black Panther is the best melee character. Nah, I think he's better than her.
think
He's
he's
better
better than
with
Magic?
her too. Yes,
He's better with
way
her, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so they got the
Yeah.
team up.
He's look. I was saying I wasn't seeing the Black Panther shit either until I had one on my team, and I realized that he's very, very good at what a lot of people aren't good at, which is finishing off kills. It's the same as Genji. You
Interesting.
dash into somebody, you reset, you dash again, you reset, you dash again. He's
Listen.
very fucking good.
We at this point we spent about an hour talking about Marvel Rivals.
Good,
and
it's worth it.
listen, no, absolutely. I'm not complaining at all. All I'm saying is you guys could probably expect more of this because the game is, like I said, the game is still developing and it's really good. Try it out. It's free.
Oh shit!
Please.
Hold on. I have to say thank you, NetEase, for the pick and ban system in ranked high elo. Thank you.
Ooh,
That is the
yes,
best
that is a really
decision
good
they've
decision.
made. Period. Because that'll keep the game fresh. That'll keep high level play fresh. Like, oh, one character's dominating the meta. Okay, quick, ban him. Get him out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know the enemy team has a god like
Targeted
something on the team.
specialist.
Ban him.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
ban him.
it's excellent.
Like it makes
I
the
like
game.
that.
It's gonna keep the game fresh. Like,
That also
thank you
gives
for that.
That also gives a
Like-
hint to like the esports scene because you know they're gonna have that
Yes,
on.
exactly. It was like
It's-
that in
it's
the.
excellent.
They only had it in beta, in the higher ranks. I think it's still like that. It's only diamond and above, I believe.
Yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, it's only diamond and above. But I do feel like they should implement that. Actually, no, they can't do it because they don't want quick play to be like, oh no, I can't play my favorite
Nah,
character.
you can't do
Like,
it. No, yeah,
so-
you can't do that for great play.
I don't know. I feel like it's fine the way it is. It's because right now it's only seeming like it's very scarce because it's new and everyone's still fucking. A lot of people haven't even touched ranked yet. But
God, NetEase is really like showing.
they made a lot of
a
good decisions.
Yeah, they're showing a certain skill set in this. Have they had
Mhm.
like any hero shooters in their past? Because I know they had a
Don't believe so.
battle
They-
royale game, right? Like
They did Naraku Blade Point or whatever.
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
I'm
that's a
pretty sure they
battle
did
royale.
that.
The game though. Like, that's not,
yeah.
I mean, it
they
might
did
say-
something else. I just forgot.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't. They haven't done anything to this scale. No.
to this scale. This is a really good showing for them. And you know, hey man,
Yeah.
just keep it up. I just hope they keep it up. I hope they don't. You know, there are some times where devs get like ahead of steam and they kind of start making stupid decisions and ego gets in the
Mhm.
way. So I'm just hoping that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I hope they continue to.
We'll be there to report it though.
Yeah, continue
Absolutely.
continue to
definitely will.
ride the wave of good decisions that they've been making right now. And if they start fucking up, we'll absolutely be right. Tune in right here because you'll hear it first immediately when they start fucking up. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and if you miss a podcast 1 week, just know it's because of that game. It was probably my fault.
it's true. It's true. However,
Yes.
aside from people fucking up, let's talk about Ubisoft, who's on sale. Might
Speaking
be
of fucking
on sale. Speaking of fucking up, let's talk about Ubisoft.
Who the fuck's
Appears
gonna
to
buy Ubisoft?
confirm that it's considering company
Who you think?
and Tencent. That's who is.
No, that's not bad.
Tencent is not a bad company to be bought out by because Tencent's literally like one of the biggest gaming
Yeah.
companies out there. So like if you're gonna get bought
I'd
by
take that.
anybody but Tencent, apparently there was reports that Sony might buy them. I would not
way.
do that. Sony needs to stop because
Sony
I
they-
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how Ubisoft would benefit Microsoft more than Sony. I don't know what the fuck's Sony buying Ubisoft would do.
Yeah,
I don't even think
that would be
Microsoft buying
horrible.
right now.
I think Sony's just gonna get a load of shit. Excuse me, but
They're gonna buy a box of rocks.
yeah, they're buying a box of
fuck?
fucking turds.
Right.
I mean, they got some good IPs, but aside from that, like, what are they gonna put the Concord team to? No, they can't put the Concord team to work on them because they fired them.
Yeah, they're gone.
They're
No,
gone.
they're not. They're all gone.
They're
Yeah,
gone.
they're gone.
Well, it's mod chip.
You gone?
So, yeah, apparently the rumors were that Ubisoft was considering being bought out. I mean, Ubisoft doesn't have a great track record in the past few years. We've been accused of
Yep.
being Ubisoft shills. However,
How is that possible?
I can confirm that we're not. We gave them praise on the things that they were doing right
Yeah.
in a sea
When?
sea of things that they were doing wrong.
They're
I think the
wrong.
last thing I
also
said
pointed
good about
out.
Ubisoft was Avatar. I think that was the only time.
I'm
When did we ever talk
sure
about
Avatar,
we
and
praised-
I think we like the new was it
the Prince of Persia game?
Assassin's Creed?
We-
Oh,
we
and the Prince of Persia
praised-
game.
we
Yeah.
praised. We we praised Avatar, and we
Yeah, that's
also
not
was like,
praising
hey,
Ubisoft.
Shadows
What the
looks
fuck?
cool despite all the shit that's happening about it, right? Like, despite all the bullshit that people are bringing up, we praise Shadows because we're like, this game actually looks cool, right? We said that. Meanwhile, we shit on them for a bunch of Assassin's Creed shit they did. We shit on them for the
Not marketing
Skull
the
and
fucking Prince of
Bones.
Persia game. That
not
was
marketing
amazing.
the Prince of Persia game, Skull and Bones, the quadruple A game that they produced. Listen, I don't
Yeah.
understand. I don't
The
understand
first
TikTokers.
quadruple A game.
Yeah, however, yeah, so they're being bought out by, or claimed that Tencent Holdings was putting up a buyout.
They probably gonna buy that shit for the cheap. 'Cause who the fuck they got, bro?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Tencent was just like, yeah, whatever you guys want, we'll throw at you.
they're
Because
just trying to
Tencent
create an
has
army.
so much money. Tencent, what does Tencent own? Let's pull it up, actually.
Creating an army,
Tencent
bro.
owns a ton of shit at this point in time. Cosmic, I know you got it up already. Tencent.
I'm on it.
Cosmic, get the HDMI.
HDMI. Get the AC-130 up in there with the red dot sight.
Well, I'm pretty sure Tencent owns half the United States at this point. Jesus Christ. I'm not even. I'm
Probably
half
right.
joking about that, by the way.
Hey, you're probably right. Let's be honest.
Okay, so a list of the games that were published under. Let's see, actually, no, this might not be accurate. Because there's mention of Nike, Goddess of Victory, that mobile game. But that's more shift up. Tencent is involved with that to a degree, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess
Tencent's
that
and they got
count.
their
They got
fingers
their
in a lot of
hands,
pots.
their dirty
Yeah.
hands, and everything. No, I'm just kidding.
True.
But we'll take your money if you want to do any advertisements. We'll take it.
That
For real.
one Street Fighter mobile game, I think. Tencent.
Oh, the Street- what is it? What was that
Duel, I
shit?
think.
Yeah,
Street Fighter Duel.
There's that.
Jesus Christ.
They don't necessarily make games. They just have a lot of.
But they
have a lot of
invest in
ownership
a lot of
the
different companies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they just
exactly.
own
Yeah.
a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
and they also own NetEase.
No,
Wait, no,
well,
they don't. I'm sorry.
Good decision on it. Oh, I was like,
I wouldn't
true.
say they own stuff. They have like
significant
like,
stock.
stake in stuff. Yeah, like it's a holdings company. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Tencent
And
is
apparently-
fucking huge.
They own Riot Games, to my understanding.
Majority
Partially, maybe?
stake.
I don't
I
think
think
they have
they
majority
basically
stake. I
own
think
it.
it's a
Basically
partnership
own
stake.
it.
Do they own? Yeah. Do they own?
If you
majority
have
stakes?
majority,
If you have majority stake, you basically own
pretty
it.
much
Yeah,
you
you
own
pretty
it.
much
You
fill up
own
all
it.
the
Yeah,
seats
you
in the
own it.
goddamn board of directors. Like
Yeah. If you have majority stake, if you have majority stake,
Epic,
you
Riot,
basically own.
NetEase, a lot of non-gaming related stuff too. They got their hands in a lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Valhalla
they're
Game Studios.
people don't understand. People hear Tencent, but they don't understand like the whole background, the depth, the width of
Mhm.
their grasp that they have on gaming.
Girth.
People don't.
they had
they don't understand.
whatever that company is that made Wukong. They had some type of involvement
they
with
have
them
some
as well.
kind of involvement.
They
with
have
them.
some type of involvement in every single gacha game that's relevant right now. They have some type of hand in what is it? Genshin Impact, the Hoyoverse stuff, all that stuff.
Hoyoverse? Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah,
Hoyoverse
they have
is
hands in
huge
a lot
now.
of this stuff. But you got to think about it. It's outside of our bubble, like the Western bubble. Mobile games are probably the biggest shits on the planet, right? And they own a lot. They're involved in a lot of those companies. Any mobile game that you probably played, they probably had some type of involvement in. Like, so they not fucking those guys. Shit.
Those are major guys, bro.
Yeah.
Tencent acquired a majority equity interest, 92.78% in Riot Games.
Yeah.
That's
That's
92.7. They
their
basically
company.
own it.
Yeah.
Yep.
They already held the 22.34. This is they acquired a majority. Oh no, sorry, excuse me. They acquired a minority stake in Epic Games. So they're
That's still a lot.
dabbling in Epic. Yeah, more.
Yeah, that's still crazy.
Minority is a significant amount. Honestly.
So basically, Epic is like two bad mistakes from being owned by.
Yeah, they're probably like
I'd
1/3.
take it. The fuck? Fuck them. Let me stop.
Tencent in 2013 increased its stake in Kingsoft Network Technologies. Kingsoft, I believe Kingsoft. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to speak on something I don't know about. They took part in Activision Blizzard splitting from Vivendi. They've been making moves in the gaming. They've been making moves in the gaming sphere since 2011.
That's the BlackRock of the gaming fucking.
Yeah, like, jeez.
They've been slowly taking over
definitely
things
the BlackRock of the gaming sphere.
entirely. Yeah, so Tencent is the fact that Ubisoft was just like, hey, we're in trouble. They threw out the life raft, and Tencent was just like, hey, we'll take it, and Ubisoft was like,
Yeah, we'll take it, but we're gonna just chuck y'all overboard though.
Yeah,
we'll take the
basically.
raft. Y'all could get in the water.
basically, Ubisoft knew that wasn't a life preserver. They weren't trying to grab. You know what I mean?
Yep. They're like,
Touching
okay,
on,
we'll take the money. We'll just find our way back to shore ourselves.
Turtle Rock Studios, they also have as a foreign asset. Turtle Rock
Good, man.
is most notable games from Turtle Rock. Let's see.
Wait, didn't Turtle Rock like make some like gaming accessories or something at one point?
Counter-Strike
I think so. Yeah.
Because the
Turtle Rock
An
is
installment
the Left 4
Xbox
Dead
version
team.
of Counter-Strike Source.
It's the
Half-Life
Valve
2
team, so it's the
Deathmatch,
guys
yeah.
that do the Source stuff. So Back for Blood,
That makes sense.
Left 4 Dead, the older Counter Strikes, not
the
CS:GO.
console ports basically. THQ
Evolve?
Studios Montreal.
Yeah, basically modern. You know them as like the Left 4 Dead team,
Yeah.
Okay.
basically.
Real quick,
Clay
regarding like with Wukong.
Entertainment. Clay Entertainment actually. People don't know about Clay Entertainment. Clay Entertainment made N plus. What was that game? Shank and Shank 2.
Yeah.
People didn't play that.
forgot about
Don't starve together. And Don't
played
Starve.
Shank. That was the big head white dude.
Mark of the Ninja. Yeah, the big head
Yeah.
white dude.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Those games.
That's all I
Clay
remember.
Entertainment
The
is
big head white dude on the
godlike.
cover. That's all I remember.
Yeah. Clay Entertainment is actually super sick.
What were you gonna say, Kaiser?
Oh yeah, just that the developer of Black Myth Wukong Game Science that whatchamacallit, Tencent around 2021 that it was reported that they had like 5% stake in Game Science. I'm guessing with like the recent awards and praise the game has been getting, I'd guess that they probably increased their stock with them.
Yeah, anything coming out of China, they're involved in.
They
Period.
have
like
they have
anything
stake-
coming out of China, I'm sure they're involved in.
Yes, they have stake in Netmarble. If you guys know Netmarble,
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Netmarble is a lot. They have they're involved in a lot of shit. Marvel Future Fight. These are a lot of mobile games though. Arena of Valor, SD Gundam Capsule Fighter Online. There's Ni no Kuni Cross Worlds. Marvel
So
Future
basically,
Revolution.
every fucking mobile game they own all
like
the
there's a
mobile
lot of
That's
mobile
why I said,
games.
any mobile game you can think of, they're involved in.
Netmarble is involved in a lot of mobile
Because
games.
mobile games are
Tencent,
are humongous globally. Not here maybe, but globally they're way more popular than the majority of games, which is why you see a lot of free to play models nowadays in console games. You see a lot of this. You see a lot of mobile game shit in a lot of our games nowadays.
apparently
Because of how popular those shits
Tencent
are.
has some kind of ownership of FromSoft.
Yeah. That was they announced that recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's let me see. Supercell mini clip. Oh my god, there's the Bloober team.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's
there's a
crazy.
lot. Marblesoft as far as 2022. Remedy Entertainment.
Interesting.
Oh
they're-
my god! Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
that
bro,
was recently. That was
Listen,
recently.
I was just
Remedy,
look, I
so
was
they-
always convinced that China just rules the fucking planet, bro. But hey,
So-
whatever.
Listen, okay, I'm gonna read the percentages because these percentages are low, but this is them. They're creeping. They're creeping and crawling. Netmarble is at like 17.66%.
Hopping their creep.
FromSoft is 16.25%. Remedy is 14%. They have also Ubisoft. They're already in Ubisoft.
15% is not a low number. That is not a low number at all.
9.99% of
Anything
Ubisoft.
above
They're already
5%
in
holding
there.
a company is ridiculous.
That's true. Yeah. Their reach is felt. Supercell is 84%. Supercell, you guys know
That's
Supercell?
enough to be making decisions. No, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Supercell is Clash Royale.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, Clash Royale, Clash of the Clans, Boom Beach, Brawl
The game I always
Stars,
get ads for, but never
all
play.
the fucking mobile games.
Every
that-
game you get an
yeah,
ad
yeah,
for
basically.
when you watching a video, yeah, all that shit.
Supercell is involved in a lot of, and Clash of the Clans and Clash Royale get a lot of fucking money on a yearly basis. There's tons of people playing that game. I quit those games a long time ago and rejoined them. And
Have you
there's
gotten
still
an ad before
tons
your
of people
YouTube
playing those
videos
games.
for those fake ass games? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably them.
Shift Up, 35% of Shift Up.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's new. Yeah,
That's a lot.
you know everybody want a piece of them now.
Oh, yeah.
Shift Up is Stellar Blade.
Mhm.
They're in there. They're in there for 35% as of December 2022. Don't Nod, 42%.
Crazy.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're Tencent is, hey,
Just
man,
take
so-
Ubisoft and do something good with them.
Just take Ubisoft. Yeah, just take Ubisoft and start making some decisions.
Ubisoft ain't doing
As
shit.
majority shareholders, I think that's what Ubisoft needs, to be honest. I think they need somebody to just be like, hey, don't do this, do this.
Some of these companies, no, we just don't need Ubisoft. Period. We just need to get their IPs away from them, so we can actually fucking do something with them.
Like X Defiant.
No, like fucking Assassin's Creed, a Prince of Persia, Beyond Good and Evil,
Splinter Cell.
Evolution, Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon. Like, let's be real.
Apparently, and this
Like-
is rumor, Beyond Good and Evil, the team that's making Beyond Good and Evil, apparently it's still being worked on. This is like the
No
deep
way.
dark
No
rumors
way.
of the internet / everything. So apparently Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still being worked on. And their dev team is growing because every game that fails from Ubisoft, the teams, instead of getting fired, those teams just kind of get relocated to working on Beyond Good and Evil.
They get banished to Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah, that's their fucking
Damn.
punishment because that game's never coming out. So they're banished in perpetuity just to make Beyond Good and Evil for the rest of their fucking life.
Yeah, it's so
Like-
crazy.
They're gonna burn in that fucking studio for the rest of their life making Beyond Good and Evil too, because it's never happened.
You know, it's kind of similar with that Japan thing, like where where they don't like a certain employee, they kind of put them.
Yeah, where they
They put
transfer
him
to
in,
a
like-
different department, or this whole other like branch or some shit.
yeah, and then it's marketed as he just stood down. He took a step
Yeah.
down.
and makes him quit. Like they make them quit versus.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's what that sounds like.
That shit's never coming out. Ubisoft has way too many IPs that are just dead. So if anyone needs to buy them, it's not Sony because they're doing the same bullshit.
Yep,
Fuck out of here.
basically.
Yeesh.
I mean,
would
Rainbow
say
Six. I used
Microsoft,
to be
but-
hyped for Rainbow Six.
Microsoft
fucking
no, because
Rayman.
Microsoft is just gonna
Like-
buy them to fire everybody a year later.
Oh well, keep
That's
the
what
IPs and
Microsoft
make them
does,
and do
bro.
something with them.
Yeah, Microsoft is just gonna buy them out to fire them a year later because the gaming division is getting shrunk. Right? Like that's what happened.
Some of these games don't even need a big ass budget to be revived. They could have Prince of Persia could have easily been a hit if they just marketed the fucking game. Like, get the fuck, like, come on, man. These guys, man.
You honestly just need to hire the right indie team and give them incentive to work on certain titles.
Ubisoft
IPs,
has
right?
some of my favorite indie games.
Yeah.
Child of Light was one of my favorite games that I played.
Oh, Child of Light is a good one, actually.
Like, Ubisoft published a lot of my favorite games, and they just blow now. So, damn.
Unfortunate.
But
they want to make moves. They want to make moves and push things like X Defiant, which they're finally closing down.
Steep was a great game.
Steep was a great game. That's the thing. They don't. It's a little bit of a Square Enix syndrome, where it's like, oh, this game did not meet expectations, therefore we're not gonna fuck with it. But like, Steep probably sold more than it should have, to be honest, because it's a very specific genre. People don't understand. Like, that is an action sports genre. That's very specific. You're not gonna sell well, no matter how you try to market it or expand it and make it massive multiplayer or whatever with any kind of features. It's not going to sell well because not everybody wants a fucking extreme snowboarding game.
And that era is long gone, unfortunately.
That's the thing. You need to have your expectations to be realistic. And in that sense, understand that it's like, hey, this is going to be a good game if we market it right. If we set our expectations to this genre and then try and reach the greater crowd with its ease of access kind of thing. But
they have teams within Ubisoft that are really good at what they do. I don't know what team made the Mario and Rabbids game on the Switch, but that game was fire. I was like, damn, Ubisoft made this? This shit's crazy. Far Cry was good until they started having to make the games every fucking year. Like, that was their problem. They saw their cash cows and they just said, oh yeah, we just gotta milk the fuck out of these, to the point where now nobody gives a fuck. Like, everyone wanted to do the Call of Duty cycle where you just release a game every single year, and it noticed it didn't work for anybody else but COD. Crazy. I mean, it worked for the sports games, of course. That's sports are never gonna go anywhere, so that makes sense. But for a game like COD, that's like a drop in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a fucking needle in a fucking, what's it called, to get a game that you can make every single year. And people are going to keep buying. You're rarely going to have a game like that come out. Very rare. So the fact that they decided they want to put it, especially a single player game, you're going to release a single player game every single year? Nobody wants that shit. Like, bro, I would be pissed. I was mad. I love Final Fantasy. Everybody knows that. But I was mad that we got fucking FF16 and what's it called? Rebirth. In like a year span, and the FF14 expansion in like a year span. I was like, I don't want all this shit. I love this game, but I don't want to play these games.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
The novelty of playing those games is waiting for them. For me, at least. Like, when I played Far Cry 3, I was like, wow, this game's fucking crazy. Far Cry 4 came out the next year, then 5, then 6. Assassin's Creed 2 was great, right? 1 and 2 were great. Then they just milked the fuck out of it every single year after that. Like, I don't know, man. Everyone tried that, and notice what kind of landscape the gaming industry is in right now for trying that bullshit. For being greedy. Everybody wanted their COD, right? Now everybody wants their Souls game. Everybody wants their action RPG, right? Everybody wants their fucking their live service game. So it's like the industries, all these companies are just chasing bullshit. Yeah. And Ubisoft is what happens. Because Assassin's Creed Mirage, I heard, wasn't bad.
It wasn't.
Right? Prince of Persia wasn't bad. Star Wars Outlaws, I heard, wasn't even that bad. Right?
PC port had some problems, but that's usual. That's
Avatar, heard, was dope. Like, For Honor, when that shit came out, that shit was dope.
Yeah, For Honor was
They had a lot of games that are not bad.
For Honor still exists.
They're 1, bad at marketing, and 2, not good at making their shit stand out enough to where they become the quote-unquote successes that they want them to be. A lot of this shit, I'll be honest, I'll just say, they look generic as a motherfucker. The Division looks generic as fuck. Rainbow Six, as much as I loved it, looks generic as fuck. What was that Ghost Recon game? Wild Wildlands? I don't know what it was called.
Yeah,
but I was like, I ain't playing that trash. Like, look, see, I'm offensive.
And you know what? It's funny because there's a lot of people that did play that game.
Yeah, I'm sure they did, but
There's
that game did not stand out in a sea of games that look just like that.
Yeah, sure.
Like, make your games like, I don't know, man.
And then they have the situations as well that don't help them with the general gaming public, like the Crew Motorfest that they shut it down, right? Like that people were just
that
like,
game was great.
We own that game. That game's sick. It had a good following, and they shut it down. They're like, we're not maintaining these servers. And guess what? You can't play it no more. So now they're getting sued because of that. Like, you know, it's just stuff like that too. Like, you know.
You know what? I think that main problem is they spent all that money on Skull and Bones, and it just completely flopped.
And it's funny because like Skull and Bones
is a game that
they worked on for plus 10 years, right? Like over a decade, they worked on this game. And
Why?
And it ended up being worse than Assassin's Creed Black Flag, right?
That's what I don't get. You missed it. You missed the opportunity. We wanted that after Black Flag because it was so cool in Black Flag.
I would love to see. I know they're being worked on, or it's coming out, or it might be out actually. There's documentaries out of the development of Black Flag because of the way that they handled it. Because they're treating it they treated it much like they're treating Beyond Good and Evil now, where it's like all the teams, where it's like when you get demoted, that's the game you're working on now. Or when you're getting hired, this is the game with no experience, this is the game you're working on. So there was a lot of restarts with Skull and Bones. There was a lot of like, hey, like we have a team that's not experienced in this shit, so like we're shifting, right? Like we're making changes and things. So that's why the game looks worse than Black Flag, because they had to change a lot of shit and rework a lot of shit because a lot of inexperienced devs that are working on it, because they've been assigned to it because they were new, like for nothing, literally for nothing. Like the game that's been working on it, and then they tried to push it as like, hey, here's our quadruple A game, guys, please play it. No, because you didn't treat it. You didn't treat it like that in game dev.
I'm sorry, like you wouldn't be able to put me in a room with these people because I don't think they're smart, and I would literally just be like, I would just take all the shit they got on the table. I would just take all the shit they got on the whiteboard, and I would just rip all that shit the fuck out because it literally makes no sense. You literally caught lightning in a bottle one time with Black Flag, and everybody, when that game came out, everybody, me included, was like, this would make for a crazy game standalone, and it took them 10 years to make it. Fuck nah. Like
10 years to make it.
When I saw that game for the first time, I was like, wow, this looks exactly like Black Flag. Damn, this looks great. And that was fucking a billion years ago. 10 years,
bro. 10 years to make it. It wasn't even as good.
Of course it wasn't.
It wasn't even as good. They had cutscenes for mounting
They didn't
the
even
ship.
have to make that game as ambitious as it was. They just could have made. They could have just made it. And they could have. You know what they could have did? They could have just made that a goddamn expansion for Black Flag, and it would have been great. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to fucking take 10 years to make a mediocre game. So whatever. Fuck them. Especially after Sea of Thieves was already out and fucking thriving. Like, y'all missed it. You missed your opportunity. So I don't know why they even did that. I would have cut my losses and just fucking put that shit in other games. But whatever. I guess when you put that much time and development into a game, you have to fucking just put it out because you got to make the money back somehow, or some of it back somehow. But that's what sucks. That's like the cycle, right? You start something, somewhere along those lines, you know it's a bad idea, but you can't just scrap it. I mean, you can, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
You're
like
too deep. You're too
exactly.
Too deep, baby.
Yep.
That's it. Well,
but whatever. Hopefully, we see some of those IPs again one day if they get some help.
True.
I don't know. Doubt it. But we'll see.
Beyond Good and Evil 2, you ain't seeing that shit.
Yeah, I gave up on that game fucking 2 years after Beyond Good and Evil 1. After I finished that game, I've been gave up on that fucking crap. The hell? I wasn't even out of high school before I gave up on that game. I did.
There's still
because
people.
The game was
there's
amazing.
still people who care, but they ain't getting.
I mean, if they announced it today that it's coming out and it looks great and it looks good, I would care because I actually really enjoyed that game. People that don't care probably didn't play the game. Like that game was great. The fuck.
At this point,
but
babies were born.
No one cares now.
It's a new generation. No one really cares.
I was 15 or something when I played that game. Like,
Yeah, right.
So I don't know.
Listen.
Whatever.
Speaking of being in too deep, we're in too deep with this episode, and we're gonna call it a night. And
Damn,
you are gonna
we really
catch
did spend
us
the whole damn thing talking about Marvel, huh?
most of the time.
We should
did.
have spent the whole freaking thing talking about that shit. Fuck Ubisoft.
True, but we had to note the
Fuck those
Ubisoft
guys.
garbage.
Let me not say fuck those guys. Fuck whoever's in charge. That's more importantly. Like, because they making some dumb decisions.
Well, executives, you know,
Yeah,
it's always
fuck those guys.
the people who don't have a pulse on the gaming sphere, who
People
are in
who
charge
don't-
of the biggest decisions. And I
because you
question
can
that.
tell the people that are making the games are actually trying to make games. Because that Prince of Persia game was a perfect example of it. I thought that game was great. I was like, damn, they really made a game like this. They didn't have to make it like that. They could have chased the AAA. You know what I'm saying? The thing that they usually try to do. They didn't have to do that. They could have easily made another fucking generic ass AAA fucking Prince of Persia that looked just like the last one that came out that flopped. And you know, they didn't. They took a risk, and I applaud them for that. It didn't work because Ubisoft, probably the higher ups, like we said, that didn't want to market the fucking game because they probably thought it was gonna flop. I don't give a fuck if I think a game's gonna flop. Do I think it's good? Do I want to stand by it because I think it's good? That's what I would do. Sometimes good isn't always gonna make you money. So it is what it is.
And then the other questionable decision was like releasing two Prince of Persia games that were kind of similar to each other,
what
like
the fuck?
around the same time. Like,
That was
who
weird.
the fuck was in charge of that? And like that was so weird because like you just literally killed the other game's thing because like, well, I don't even know what you're trying to say because it just made it seem like, oh, that game was ass when it totally wasn't. So yeah, I don't know. That's so questionable. You know, like it's just like you didn't even give it a chance to breathe. So yeah, I don't know. I just question the people who I don't know who makes those decisions ultimately, but like whoever's in charge, they need to be taken.
The funny part is, well,
Someone
I
else
shouldn't
needs to
say the
stick.
funny part. It's because it's not funny, but importantly, those who are making the decisions, right? Like those execs that are making these decisions that essentially probably kill the game or any interest in the game that they might have had. They're not suffering any repercussions when these teams get fired.
It's only the
Are the
devs, and that
execs
shit
getting
annoys me.
are the execs
At that point, they
having
just cutting
problems?
losses.
Yeah, they're just like, oh well, this team didn't really do well. Even though they
I
did
don't want to lose
exactly
any
what
more
I
of my
said,
money. So let's get rid of these guys.
even though they did exactly what I said, we're just gonna cut them. But you go away scot free. Like fuck those guys. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Sounds like EA.
Those execs. That
Ubisoft.
are making
I think people hate Ubisoft more than EA now.
Look, it's
I think
Ubisoft.
that's
It's
pretty accurate,
there-
right?
That's
there's
a
a lot.
motherfucking feat, bro.
It's Ubisoft, it's EA, it's Sony, Blizzard,
If you
Microsoft,
can take
a
the
lot
hate
of people.
award from EA, you suck. Like,
absolutely.
Holy shit.
And by the way, if you want to talk about like something that fucked up, I mean Blizzard super fucked up because they literally they stole Diablo and they stole Overwatch. And now they don't own any of those.
Yeah, but at least Blizzard's still good though.
Blizzard.
Like,
don't
I mean,
even
at
know.
least Blizzard still makes decent games. Like Ubisoft hasn't made a decent game in how long?
True.
Like Diablo 4 Diablo 4 at its worst is better than anything Ubisoft has put out in the past maybe half a decade. So let's be real. Like
That's true.
I would put Blizzard's maybe Blizzard employees and executives maybe, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like their games are bad. That's silly.
Yeah.
Like they're not in the same vein as like EA and Ubisoft and Microsoft. Like, even Microsoft, they're not making bad games. They're making bad decisions.
They're just washed
Like,
up.
Yeah. Like
Well, that's what yeah, and I mean that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's just like they have
washed up,
like
bro.
people are like wait the way Path of Exile 2 is kind of taking off and like
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals is taking off. Like they've had these games for a long time. For them now, it's just kind of slipped through their fingers, and it's no longer like exclusively
about it this
theirs
way.
anymore. You
think
know
about
what I
it
mean?
this way. Let's say Diablo 4 was good. Path of Exile, that's not gonna make it Path of Exile 2 any worse. You know what I mean?
True.
Like it's still, I feel like it. Obviously, it wouldn't have seemed as bad. But even if Diablo 4 was amazing, Path of Exile 2 is a fucking beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's like Battlefield and Call of Duty, right? Battlefield tried, right?
Battlefield
But
had
Call
their
of Duty
chance.
is just Call of Duty is just that thing. You know what I'm saying? When COD came out, it just fucked everything up. COD is the reason why the industry's so fucked up right now, to be honest. If I want to be honest with you, like, it's COD. It is. Because that was the first, like, that and GTA are the reasons why. Because people saw how much money these games were making. And they every game had to have big, crazy budgets and all this shit after COD and GTA 5 and whatever. And now look where we at. Like, so if y'all want to get mad at fucking GTA and get COD.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get mad at
That's about
GTA next year when I'm playing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just can't. It's just hard to get mad at it because we enjoy those games, right? So people don't think about it that way, but shit, that's just how it is. But yeah, Ubisoft need help, bro. Like, and now that I think about that, what the fuck was the last game EA put out? Actually, no, Dragon Age is good. Well, I can't say that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I
I think Dragon Age is solid. It's definitely not a Andromeda situation, and people saying that no way.
Wait, no,
No.
not even
Definitely
close.
not. A lot of
Please.
cuckery going on there.
But let's just make it really clear that, like, hey, when we hate on a certain company, it's not necessarily the devs. It's mostly the
and just hate on
executives
stupid
and the
decision
decisions
making.
behind them.
It's mostly
that's
the
it.
people behind the decision making.
We don't fucking work at fucking Ubisoft and EA and all this other shit. The fuck knows what be going, right? Until somebody spills the beans and exposes people at the fucking offices being stupid like Blizzard did a few years ago.
Oh my god, yeah.
We don't know what's going on, but no one knows what the fuck is going on. That's not our job to know what's going on. Our job is to play the games that you make, and if they're ass, we're gonna say they're ass. Like,
What
if
this is
if
all
the
about.
decisions you make affect our enjoyment of what you're making, then we can say whatever the fuck we want, to be honest. Like,
Absolutely.
that's just how it is. Yeah. Especially when I grew up playing a lot of Ubisoft games. You know what's funny? One of the games that got me into JRPGs as a whole was a Ubisoft published game called Evolution on the Dreamcast. And ever since then, I used to, you know how there's that one game, I don't know how y'all were, but when I was a kid, if I played a game and I looked at the box and I saw like the logo for the company that made it, and I loved that shit, I would go to GameStop or wherever the fuck I bought games from and look for that logo and be like, oh, Square Enix made this game too. Oh, they made my other favorite game, and just start buying a bunch of Square Enix games.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I did
It's
back
the
then. So
early
I
way
would
of
buy
trying to
like a
figure
bunch
out
of
the skill,
Ubisoft.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got into Prince of Persia, fucking all these other Ubisoft games that came out back then, Beyond Good and Evil.
I was a
I used to look
Konami
for that
fiend.
logo. Yeah, I used to look
Konami
for
was
those
my
logos.
shit.
So it's a shame, bro. I don't know. I remember back in the day, it used to be EA Sports, EA Sports big.
EA Sports.
Remember that
in
shit?
The game.
Like,
EA Sports.
yeah.
Big. EA Sports. Yeah.
Like,
EA Sports had multiple.
I used to love that
multiple
shit.
EA Sports.
But,
EA
hey,
Games, EA Sports,
Yep.
EA Big. It was
yeah, and you heard the Konami.
yeah.
Like,
Capcom.
yeah.
Man, they
Shame.
don't make them like they used to. Well, some people still do.
Hold on, before we end though, in that vein, shouts to Capcom for
to
reviving
Capcom,
themselves from
yeah.
the fucking dead, bro. We're
Bringing
not
themselves
dead, but they were
back.
definitely on the path. Like,
But they've
them
been
and Sega.
They've been
Like-
riding the wave too. They've been not only have they brought themselves back, but they've been continuing to on the upkeep. They've been going up and up. Like we listen. People could call us Capcom shells, and I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. Like they keep making good decisions.
I'll be a
So,
show
like,
for Japanese devs.
Yeah, I'll be.
Some
I'll
of
be
them,
a
not all of them.
some of them. I'll be a show for Japanese devs that make
But the
good
majority of them.
decisions. I'll be a shit for any dev that makes good decisions. Yeah, fuck it. Keep giving me.
There
the
was
good
a
shit.
time when Japanese they were trying to shit on Japanese devs from that point until what was it, like 2010s, like 2009 to like onward, where every game was trying to be like westernized action shooters, all that shit. Even Japan was trying to make all that shit, right? And everyone just assumed, yeah, man, just traditional Japanese gaming is just dead, and now they're just here. And I've never seen more JRPGs and all this other shit from Japanese devs in forever. Not even just Japanese, just Asian devs in general. Like, cause it's like, damn, we got Korean devs killing it, we got Chinese devs killing it, we got Japanese devs still killing it. So
It's a revolution,
yeah, pretty much
practically.
came the fuck back.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know.
Speaking of coming
Yeah.
back, we are not coming back. Actually, we are coming back for the Game
We
Awards.
are.
Like in 2 fucking days.
2 days. Yeah, by the time you guys listen to this, we're already going to be streaming for the Game Awards. But however, check us out. Check the Stream Awards VODs. We'll be doing everything right here on the Kangz Council. So if you guys need your gaming fix, if you guys need that info, this is the
Play
place
Marvel
to
Rivals.
be. Play Marvel Rivals.
Fuck Jeff though.
Play anything that you like. Happy Jeff's birthday coming up. Happy
Jeff
Kojima
Kaplan?
Glazing. No. Jeff Keighley. Happy Kojima Glazing Day. We're gonna see y'all then. Please tune in.
Happy Naughty Dog.
Happy Naughty Dog. Happy Naughty Dog announcement of a remake
Sorry.
day. Happy It Is What It Is. And
Wait,
we'll see
maybe
y'all
we'll
for
get
the
Jack
Game
and
Awards.
Daxter. I can't say fuck Naughty Dog yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeesh.
We might get what we want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right.
I'll say fuck Naughty Dog every day.
Set
If
yourself
I
up.
see Jack and
Listen.
Daxter, bro, I'll be like,
Listen,
Damn it, brother.
I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna set your expectations on point.
Look,
We can
listen, we're only sucking.
We can expect a Jack and Daxter when we can expect a return stream from Despair for Lion King. I will check you guys out next time. Later, y'all.
You're
I'm never gonna say shit. Monkey.